Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Please share this video if you find it at least interesting. If you're new here, I've been educating for a decade about how news is contrived and often foreshadowed through entertainment and Hollywood. And I want to take you back to the early 2000s when the hit film Bowling for Columbine by Michael Moore released. It was about the Columbine mass shooting and how the shooters, the perpetrators, had gone bowling right before the massacre. And he poses the question of how could these kids be having all this fun and then go shoot up their classmates? He calls for action against firearms, essentially undermining the Second Amendment in the film, does Michael Moore. And here in Maine, the image put out of the shooter, Robert Card, he's in a bowling alley. Now notice, here's where this gets really bizarre. Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. I've been educating for a decade about how if you learn this code, you'll see through the news, you'll see through the propaganda, you'll see through the Hollywood release dates, you'll see how they have it all synced up. So notice October 25th is the 298th day of the year. That's the day of the shooting in Maine where the image is first put out of the shooter going into the bowling alley. You can see the bowling ball and pins on the door behind him. But the gematria of the film title, Bowling for Columbine, equals 298, going with October 25th being the 298th day of the year. And from the Columbine High School massacre to the shooting on October 25th, was 1,279 weeks. 1,279 is the 207th prime. Michael Moore equals 207, and more importantly, Maine's dialing area code is 207. And again, if you missed my work on October 4th about how emergency alerts were sent in the US and Russia on the same day, and how it pointed to the date October 7th, Putin's birthday, through the number 207, go back and watch that video, because we talked about how there should be an act of terrorism or something like that in the world on October 7th, and it ended up being in Israel. Not by accident. Anyhow, these things are not an accident. They are not a coincidence. They are evidence of the ritual. And if you're new here, Gematria, very simple practice of coding numbers into words based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards with numerology. Notice the overlap in the gematria of shooting, bowling, and Wednesday. We'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. And feel free to read my books. I've made them downloadable. You're welcome to purchase or get them for free. The book Letters and Numbers, my first book, there's nearly 800 pages of content in the book. There's a chapter over 100 pages long on mass shootings by the numbers, revealing the ritualism that can be seen if you understand this knowledge. Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words, also known as Gematria or isopsophy. Till next time, Truth Seeker.